I'm going to level with you. I am really, really worried about events in the last 24 hours. I'm really concerned about what has happened and what could happen in the next week. Because as we know, and as we discussed on my show yesterday, there's going to be another pro-Palestinian parade on the 11th of November, which is Saturday next week, which is the day, which is Remembrance Day, and Remembrance Sunday is the day after that. But yesterday, and within the last 24 hours, let me just tell you what has happened. We now know that a Metropolitan Police advisor, someone who was in the operations control room where all the big decisions are made when the march was happening over the past few weeks, is someone who led a chant talking about from the river to the sea, which as far as I'm concerned is an anti-Semitic, anti-Israeli chant which calls for the destruction of Israel and the death of Jews. The day of action yesterday involved poppy sellers, some of the most dignified people in our society, volunteers who want to sell things like the poppy I'm wearing so that they can raise money for people who are veterans, people like the Chelsea pensioners, people who have given a lifetime of service to this country. If you're looking on the screen now on talkTV, you can see a picture of some of those people. They're a little bit later on in life. They're sitting in Charing Cross Station in the centre of London, selling poppies, raising money for a very good charity, and they are surrounded by pro-Palestinian protesters who are laughing at them, who are making jibes, who are saying that they are pro-war. They're not. The poppy is a non-political symbol. And they've got banners, they've got flags, and they're generally being a complete nuisance and intimidating senior citizens who are raising money for charity. We also have a crowd shouting "shame on you" at a child leaving McDonald's. Why is that? Because McDonald's franchises, not McDonald's the big business, but people who've bought a franchise off McDonald's and are running a McDonald's restaurant in Israel, are giving discounted and free food to Israeli Defence Force soldiers because of what is going on in Israel at the moment. Some protesters have thought, right, we hate McDonald's now, even though it's not the big overarching McDonald's, and a child who had a box meal from McDonald's was shouted at and intimidated, as was his family yesterday in London. We have two passengers shouting "smash the Zionist state." We have 29 arrests, and we have people sending fireworks into a line of police. We can see that footage in just a second here on talkTV if you're watching on the television, but I will describe it for you if you're listening on the radio. There are police forces in the centre of London, outside the National Gallery, that's in Trafalgar Square, and there are people who are part of the pro-Palestinian march putting fireworks into the police line. 29 arrests have been made. What on earth is going on? Things are out of control. I am for free speech. I am for freedom of assembly. I am for freedom saying things that I strongly disagree with, because people have the right to do that. What I am not for is violence, intimidation, for people going to poppy sellers or children eating a fast food meal and intimidating them and being disgusting and horrible. Have the police actually got a grip on this? And why on earth is someone who has shouted anti-Semitic and led anti-Semitic chants, why is he in their control room, the bit of the Metropolitan Police, a secure area where they're supposed to be dealing with this march, policing it properly, keeping people safe? I'm really worried. I'm really worried about how things are in our society. I wonder if we're at a tipping point. I don't want to alarm anybody. I don't want to ratchet things up. I don't want to scare anybody. But I'm scared. I am scared at what is going on. And I am scared that the police and the authorities don't have a grip. And where is the political leadership?